I woke up with an ache in my back. I tried to stretch and shake and twist and break it out, but it wants to stay. It's okay. I'll keep an eye on it for now. Maybe the pain likes the way I host its presence in my home. Maybe my bones don't want it to leave. Maybe it's gonna leave sooner or later, so I guess I'll just give it some love. The least sensible thing I've ever done in my life is to upload all of my footage onto iPhotos instead of actually creating individual files and organizing them. Worst thing ever. Because how do you even back that up? You're just doomed forever. This thing is so flimsy that when I put it in, there's a possibility if it moves slightly, then this gets disconnected. Oh my god, it just got disconnected because I touched it. It's 140 gigabytes out of 500 gigabytes, and now it's reconnected again, but it's is it resuming? Please, it's resuming. Please, 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 please. Stay calm.
Make a goddamn video. Man, skating thing is so like, man.
I just started uploading, like emptying my laptop so I can actually edit videos. You know how Casey Neistat has like digitalized, he's got all his folders and blah blah, you were telling me about it. I've just, like, the biggest file I have is iMovie because I've been putting everything onto iPhotos, which is like a terrible idea to store your footage, but that's what I've been doing. And it's 500 gigabytes. It's telling me it's taking like, it's gonna take about a day. About a day. Sometimes it goes down to 4 hours, but it's, you know, within that range, how long it's gonna take. Like, this is important. If you don't organize your files, everything goes to shit.
Hungry for a week and a half.
Today I felt like painting, and I haven't painted in a really long time. So I bought some cheap paints and I thought I'd give it a go.
Time to let it go. It won't let go of me.
Shit.
Hanging by a thread, cutting the cord and then falling back into the black. Cause if I don't, if I wait till it feels right, I'll be waiting my whole life. Closing my eyes, remember how we were like gold when you see me high. If you need me, babe, that's the way it was. That's the history blue, how we used to roar like an open fire. That's the way it was, but that's history. That's the way it was, but that's history. That's the way it was, but
for a depth or a context beyond it, and that's kind of where I was at there, and in that sense it kind of mirrors something about puncturing the idea of what the artist is. On my own power dynamic, and that has to be revealed. I'm not the good guy in this one.
I love it.
That's actually a sick combo, you know.
Oh, not for that.
I use both.
Yeah, we love that.
I hit the first. If I miss the first two, I go to the pump. That's how I do it.
I don't know if anyone else gets this feeling, but when I hear other artists talk about art, I get the sense that artists are crazy. And since I consider myself in that category, I must be just bonkers. Yeah, our tutor is just talking about how, well, he's not a tutor, one of the course directors was presenting his work and it was the most absurd thing. And somehow he was making sense of it, and he was making sense of it in a way that made it even more insane. It's kind of like how it reminded me of, well, it didn't remind me then, but right now it's reminding me of, there's this, oh, what was that guy's name? There was this psychopath who was accused of killing all these people, and they interviewed him, and this was years ago. They accused him of, they finally figured out that he was, you know, he was the one that was responsible for these murders. So they have this interview with him, and he executes that. He just holds the entire interview in the palm of his hand so perfectly that it almost seems like the people interrogating him, they're the ones that are insane. And nobody in the room actually understands what's happening. They become a victim to his presence immediately, and they kind of get sucked into it, and they start apologizing, and it's just the most, like, brilliant. His mind is so brilliant, but of course he's a psychopath, and this is how he's learned to deal with it. It was almost like a CEO, like an executive. You know, that's the kind of command and like ownership he had of the conversation. And it was just so brilliant. And he managed to convince these people that he was in fact a sane person. And the fact that they're accusing him of this is absolutely absurd. And he doesn't actually deny it. It's like, he's not even lying. He's not even saying he didn't do it. He's just saying that he shouldn't be interrogated for something that may or may not have happened 20 years ago. But he says it so well. It's just, anyway. Sometimes when artists, they're really, really good at talking the talk. Like, they can talk the talk so well and dance around these topics so well. And it just makes you think, like, holy shit, you know, they know what they're talking about. Well, really, I know that they don't. They don't know shit. Wow, I'm so aggressive right now. This is so weird and unlike me. Anyways. Exit scene. I just exited the scene. See that? It's clever. I always get triggered. There's always something that triggers me. And when I say trigger, I don't mean like I become like, you know, like I start like having a panic attack or anything. Like, I get triggered in the sense that something causes a reaction in me, but the reaction is so deep that I don't notice it until it starts bubbling onto the surface. Kind of like right now. Like, I'm like judging this lecturer. See, how am I'm never going to know if my judgments are clear and concise and are critical and are like accurate, or if I'm being negatively judging people, you know, if it's just a projection of my own insecurities. Like, how am I supposed to distinguish between the two? I guess I'll only know once I finally feel peaceful. I don't not feel peaceful right now. It's just like, if I'm normally like a still like surface of a water, right now it's like, it's all wobbly. There's no waves, but it's like, it's wobbly. Maybe it's because I'm hungry, because I only ate a pear today and that breakfast that I had this morning. Yeah, I need to go eat something. Maybe that's it.
Teacher O, I back your mash and
Do
what were the difference?
I haven't painted in so long, and I just started, and I made it up with my own imagination. I literally just sat there and I was like, okay, with no reference, no image, let me just see if I can draw someone. And I drew. It was so cool, and I have a new style that I never knew I had.
Are you a social democrat?
I'm a libertarian.
See, social democracy is not a dumb idea. Socialism is a dumb idea.
What's social democracy?
Is that it is a free market and it is capitalism, but it gets guided by like the people.
How does it get guided?
So why do I talk about the benefits of failure? Simply because failure meant a stripping away of the inessential. I stopped pretending to myself that I was anything other than what I was, and began to direct all my energy into finishing the only work that mattered to me. Had I really succeeded at anything else, I might never have found the determination to succeed in the one arena where I believed I truly belonged. I was set free because my greatest fear had been realized, and I was still alive, and I still had a daughter whom I adored, and I had an old typewriter and a big idea. And so rock bottom became the solid foundation on which I rebuilt my life. You might never fail on the scale I did, but some failure in life is inevitable. It is impossible to live without failing at something, unless you live so cautiously that you might as well not have lived at all, in which case you fail by default.
It's several days later and I've edited the video, and I just want to say thank you so much for watching it. I really appreciate it. If you liked it, then like it so I know that you liked it. And yeah, my name is Sara. I don't know I mentioned that in the video. I'm a fine arts student. I go to St Martin's in London, and I write poems, and sometimes I draw stuff. I haven't done so in a really long time, but I want to get back into it again. Yeah, I make videos, mostly things of this nature, but I've never actually done it for like a YouTube channel. This is my first attempt at doing so, and I want to get consistent at doing this. I won't bore you. You've already sat through a 12-14 minute really long video, so congratulations and thank you. And I hope you stick around because my videos are going to get better. I promise they're going to get better. I know it's really bad right now, but it's going to get better, okay? Okay. Thank you for watching. Thank you. I love you. Wow, this is the first time I've ever said that to a camera. I love you. Take care of yourself. Be kind to yourself. Okay? Okay, bye.